We did have a question. Have you ever had to fire a top guy to save culture? And looking back, would you have done anything differently, such as try to save the relationship?
I just fired a guy Friday, first one in like 4 years, and he was definitely one of our top guys. Here's an interesting take. I won't it's too fresh for me to really give out too much detail on. It's really unfortunate. Let's just say that it's very unfortunate. I noticed immediately a change in the employees around him. And I do not mean that because they're still friends. Like those guys are still buddies, but he was kind of like the manager of the area, right? So he was kind of not, we don't have the technical sales manager for that area, but he was kind of the
People look to him for advice and feedback and things like that. Yeah.
yes. So I fired him Friday at 5 o'clock or something like that. By Saturday afternoon, his coworkers, these dudes never call me on the weekend. Like they don't work weekends very often. You know what I mean? I'm talking to all of them Saturday and Sunday. They're out grinding. Because I passed off all of his pending projects to them guys, and I did all these things. That's part of why we sold so many over the weekend, is because they just started hammering all of his follow-up stuff, and they sold a bunch of his work, and they just like, where'd you guys come from? Have you guys been sleeping? You know, and I don't know if it was a culture thing, if it was he kind of had a little bit too much bearing on them, or made them feel a little incapable, maybe. I don't know that, but I can tell you a light switch flipped because the guys around him found a new gear. So
Interesting.
it didn't get fired because of culture reasons, but there's definitely a shift in the mentality around him when he left.
Have any of you guys read this book by Brian Gottlieb,
Yeah,
Beyond the Hammer?
really good. It's really good. I love the first half, like the story.
Me
The
too.
Bateman story is really good.
And do you remember one of his founding principles is company culture is defined by the lowest level of behavior you accept. So I do think that's interesting. I know, Scott, you're saying it wasn't necessarily, a cultural reason that gave him the boot, but one person can poison the well and it can have a ripple effect on your whole team. And so,
Mhm.
personal relationships aside, I think there is a benefit to really thinking about that long-term strategy there. And is this person a net benefit, or are they maybe bogging everybody down? So I do kind of have one follow-up question, and then I'll let you guys go. With Ian's question about having to fire somebody, do you guys have a process for write-ups? Somebody in the company steps outside of bounds, doesn't show to something they're supposed to show to, and you write them up. Do you guys have write-ups in your business? Would my first question. My second question would be: is it 3 strikes you're out? What does that mean for them? And then do you incentivize those who maybe didn't have any write-ups that term?
We do have write up. We have a write up thing, and I mean, if it's just a process issue, coach them up or coach them out. If it's like a culture issue, that's a different story. Like if it's like an ethical issue or something. But if it's just like a mistake or something, we try to coach to improve it. I wouldn't say we have a 3 strikes you're out thing, but we've had to do that a couple times recently on some things. But nothing crazy. Got to get better, level up.
We have a handbook that we've literally never used. It's even like paid days off. We don't follow it. Like my guys, when they want days off, they take days off. If they can't keep up with their stuff, they got to quit taking days off. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's just, but that's also why I haven't fired anybody in 4 years. And that's also why I don't grow like John Starry, is because I'm so, the only thing that I'm like, which is, it's intentional, right? Like I don't hire very many people because I'm very particular on the people I hire. Not saying I've got better guys than anyone else, but they're just, to me, they fit the mold of what I want. I won't hire them if they don't fit that mold. If they don't, I'm sorry, I'm just not hiring you. You might be the best sales guy in town. I'm still not hiring you. But that's why we grow fairly organically and fairly slowly, is just because I'm very intentional about who I hire, and I'm not going to write you up. If you screw up bad enough, I'm firing you. If you don't screw up that bad, we're just going to fix it and move on and learn. My best guy in the company that I would put up against any sales rep in any market. I mean, this guy is a savage. And by the way, he's cradle to grave, does everything. He also basically manages a company for me half the time. So like, he's fantastic. That dude has made more screw ups that would have got him fired at any other company than anybody I've ever seen in his early time with me. Like in his first couple years, it was every week we were sitting down, like trying to fix crap that he broke. How'd you sell this at this price? Or how did you, you made this promise that you can't keep, or what, all these things. Well, we've got him to a point now where I couldn't imagine doing business without him. He fit the mold that I wanted to hire, and I didn't want to fire him. I just wanted him to get better. And so that's why I don't mess with write-ups. Either you screwed up and you got fired because it was that bad, or we're just going to make it right and learn from it and try to get better.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Starry, he gave you a call out there for just your growth and maybe your process too. What's your take there?
I was actually having a convo with a few of the guys that Scott and I kind of talked to on Wednesdays and stuff about some people have been trying to like pull some stuff, and like I'm catching wind of it, and like honestly, like I'm really waiting for the next event to kind of happen to kind of like really realign everybody else, because like what happened with Scott, like it was a snowball effect. They saw what happened when you don't do things to the standards. Sometimes to get everybody back in alignment, things like that need to happen.
Yeah.
Again, I've not done anything out of the ordinary to kind of have like the growth that we did. Like we got really, really lucky with a number of, storms and things, and like just an influx into the area as far as people moving here. It's just a good spot to kind of be in the middle of, But I mean, I guarantee if like Scott were the person that was like right here in my place, like he'd be seeing the same stuff, because like he knows what it takes to kind of build and grow a company. Brian, Robert, like I have zero doubt that like those guys would be able to do the same exact thing. Like I didn't do anything out of the ordinary. I just got really lucky and I worked really damn hard. Sometimes it's all it takes,
Yeah, I'd argue it's less about the luck and more about the latter, but I hear you and happy you're staying humble. I think that's good.
Probably, but
No.
Unintentional.
So you're full operators, and you guys didn't end up here by happenstance. So I think every now and then you guys need to maybe just give yourself a little pat on the back for how far you've come and really how far you plan to go. So everybody on this call, I see you all building generational wealth for your families and getting to a place in your business where you're hands off. And I'm just excited to be along on this journey with you, no matter what that looks like. So thank you guys.